Hey guys, welcome back to INSITE and welcome back to Valencia. I am joined with Bouchard. I hope I'm pronouncing that okay. I think I had a bit of issue when I was commentating. I was like Bouchard and I was struggling with the pronunciation, but from Shimmer, unfortunately yesterday you got knocked out. Yeah. Firstly, how are you doing? How are you enjoying Valencia?
Honestly, I love the city. It's been amazing. But as a team, we had struggled this week. There was this whole Twitter thing about with empathy, I'm sure people will know, but it's been rough. She's been having a lot of DMs, people a lot of attention. It's been rough. Our teammate got injured literally the day before we're supposed to play. It's unbelievable. It's so unlucky. I had to go to the hospital with her for 5 hours. We don't have a coach or a manager, so I had to go with her. We barely slept. We're exhausted. Honestly, the mood was fine. It's just we're disappointed, obviously.
Yeah.
Heidi was lovely, though. I loved her so much.
Yeah.
She's literally my friend and stuff. But it's hard because we have obviously defaults and stuff, and then we're trying to tell her everything, and then I have an accent. She has an accent. It's kind of hard. You know what I mean? That's not the greatest. We tried our best, and hopefully we can keep going. But it's kind of hard because it's public. Empathy is looking for a team for EU, and we love her. We don't blame her. We understand. Obviously we want to keep her, but if we're not signed, she has to make money. She's the best player in Impact, statistics, so I think she deserves it.
Yeah.
And we support her, but we're sad, obviously.
Yeah.
It's whole all this unfolded, we're not signed.
Yeah. Because there's so much to break down there.
That's why there's a lot to talk about. There was everything. We had so much attention on us this week. It's been crazy, honestly.
Yeah. And it is really unfortunate, and it's been extremely unfair, especially for you. Something that will come on to the future is that making this LAN finals for 2 years, built up to it.
Yeah.
And you had so much setbacks in Impact specifically, and then you finally got here. So just talking about those setbacks firstly, and it was something that you mentioned to me, you've been so close to making the LAN so many times. Yeah,
so there's so many things to talk about, but I've been playing since 2017, and I was making LANs back then, and then the whole COVID thing happened, and it kind of the scene kind of died out, to be honest, and there was no LAN for a long time, and then there was Impact. I was wow, I love Counter-Strike, I play for fun, obviously, I love playing, and I don't even know how many lines anymore. I lost count, honestly. I made the final, I think 3 times, and I lost 3 times. And one of the time was overtime. 2 of them were in 3 maps, 16. You know what I mean? It was very close. It's been honestly heartbreaking. But to be honest, I almost gave up a couple of times because I have to get a job. I'm not I have a job. I'm not playing anymore. Some people can play all the time. I can't do that. So having the Ori has been difficult, and I think I was talking to you about it earlier, but GFI from SSG is my biggest inspiration. If she wasn't honestly, I would have stopped playing after Dallas qualifier this year, because it's how many times can you lose and is it me?
Yeah.
But joining this team, I knew that with Empathy, Alex, and Abby, even Phoebe now, but I knew the potential that this team had. It's been a really big adaptation for me, because I've been IGL for years. So this was not difficult because they're nice and they're good, but not being IGL is very different. I've been trying to be a support, sometimes entry, I'm just doing everything. But yeah, it's been good with them, but right now we don't even know what's gonna happen. Well, this is too much thing happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were speaking about on the verge of quitting. It's how and you mentioned GFI helped you. How? Because it must have been really tough. How did you keep on continuing?
I think it's just having her I remember it's so many lands. I don't remember the timeline, but there's one of the times I lost, I was heartbroken, honestly. We were so close, and I really wanted it, obviously, and I was playing I was playing with certain people. I don't remember who, but I was playing with them. It was great, but I had that friends that I was playing with before that she said, just play with your friends and have fun. Like don't have so much pressure playing with so much pressure. Just play with your friends for fun, and that's why I kept going. Otherwise, it's just too intense.
Okay.
It's like for so long, it's like you don't make it. And it's like really intense.
Yeah.
I just want to like play and have fun.
Yeah.
So that's why I play with Sapphire, Trinitas, Marley, and Kimi, and I love them. It's great, but you know. So yeah, because at that moment we set up like I didn't quit. I would have stopped playing fully. I kept playing. I made it this LAN. It's so much, I don't know.
Yeah. But then looking at the bright side, like you did make it here, and you had a pretty difficult season. Like you were talking that you had to make roster changes with your IGL.
Yeah.
You brought Pheoebe in from Australia for the last game of the season. It was so.
Honestly, it's been the craziest season of my career. Like it's been insane. Like not the IGL, like just having roster changes. Like it's. But I love doing it. I hope I can keep doing it. It's hard at being signed. I can't do this enough times.
Yeah. So what was the reason actually? Because there's so much to unpack on all this, but kind of starting on one. Reason for changing out of IGL. So what was the reason for being here, not an IGL, in this roster?
I think because honestly, and Lucy or this Empathy, this Empathy, she's such an experienced player, I would say, and I think she's is the best person for the job because she plays so much. She's played at such high level, even she qualified for FPL. She has this knowledge that's insane. It's hard to replicate that. And then I think I'm knowledgeable, but there's something that she just knows. So I definitely did that. She's been a decent job. That's why we did that analysis.
Yeah. Okay. And so what was the reason for bringing Pheoebe over? So instead of asking someone from NA, you brought someone quite unknown. I think I'd say honestly, how did you find her?
Honestly, it's because of Empathy. It's her friend. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. It's a friend. They are best friends and they get along. Pheoebe is really good. We trusted Empathy, and she was right, honestly. So that's why. That's because of Empathy.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so making the LAN, outside of everything, how did it feel to actually make that LAN and to finally qualify for Valencia, unorged as well?
It was relieving. I was I felt tired. Honestly, I was relieved. I was it's not because of me, but that's this. I was happy.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe taking a turn for a bit of difficulty recently. The start of all the difficulty was a lot of hate online, and you guys were receiving it was bullying, and it is.
It makes me really
awful.
upset.
Yeah.
It makes me really upset and annoyed. That it's pretty public, but someone said something, I will say Sandler said something, and then it brought all this hate towards Empathy. I will say, if you want to say your opinion about something, anyone is allowed to have an opinion, but don't attack one player to put your opinion out there. Just say it and then leave her alone. It's been insane, and for me, I'm really upset right now because it's unacceptable. She's getting so much hate. It's affecting her. I get so protective, because I like her. She's very nice. Empathy is a very nice person. So when I see this stuff, I get really annoyed, and it's unacceptable. I will say it online. I don't care. It's just. If you want to say it, you can say whatever you want. I don't really care, actually. But don't attack someone. You have to realize the power that online has, and everyone is at the ear. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion about that, and we've been trying to help her, be behind her, obviously, but it's been difficult to be honest.
I can imagine, and I think you guys even being here is very strong. So it's been difficult, and from what I noticed as well is that they only hate when you succeed. The only reason the hate came was because Empathy did so well, and all the hate comes from when someone succeeds. And it's really just cruel.
I saw some of the comments, and I counted myself, and they attack me too. It's these people are wild, they're very nasty. You can say your opinion without being nasty. It's just bullies.
Yeah.
And before this, I don't think I've ever gotten that much or seen that much negativeness. It's intense. You see how many people everyone knows about it. And it's been difficult. for her mostly, but like for the team. But
It affects everyone.
we're like,
Yeah.
I can't compare like what she's getting, and she's insane, you know.
So if you don't mind me asking, is like, how did the team cope with this? And you were mentioning that you went to the hospital with Phoebe when she broke her.
No, Abby.
Oh, with Abby, sorry, yeah. When she fractured her hand. So are you, and especially maybe because you're a little bit more experienced and you've been around for a bit longer, do you act as maybe like a mom in the team?
Yeah,
a little bit?
like, honestly, it's like a couple of ducks with a mummy duckling. It's just like, I feel like a little bit like the mom in a way, because they're very young, but they're nice. And to be honest, it's been difficult. Like it's demoralizing, not gonna lie. Like we get like a player, like a very good player, Abby is really good, injured. So I'm not gonna say like it's been great or whatever. It's been hard.
Yeah.
Like we get along. Like we like each other, but it's just like we have this expectation, and then everything's like comes shattered. You know what I mean? But and the empathy thing is just been hard. With other to put it like we're trying to be there for like hug her and like talk to her, but there's so much you can do. Like you know. So
Yeah, and so looking at when you had to make that roster change, that must have been a really crazy night. And how did you actually come to the decision to get AD specific? 'Cause I know there's an NA girl here, and yeah, there was AD and someone else I think that you guys were looking at.
yeah, there was Ida.
Yeah.
I think honestly, it's been like it was like a team decision. Also, like ESL like kind of helped us find people.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We talked about it. We thought it was gonna be the best fit, and yeah, it's like a team decision, I would say. And the best, we would think she would be the best fit for us.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
What was the experience playing on stage? So kind of like putting everything aside, like, was it nice to just be on stage and play again?
It was actually very, very nice. I love it. I think the game against Navi, we were like pretty calm, and it went pretty good. Like at the start, I feel like we were in the game.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel unachievable to me when we played against them. Also, like if we played with our fight, I feel like we felt like a really good shot. Like we were like outclassed too. Like
Yeah.
but yeah, it's been really nice to go outside again. The game against Syria, I think we were like a bit demoralized, honestly. Like it was very hard for us. I feel like on overpass, like with the, she's great. Our sub was great, and just like hard. Like the day before, like she had to travel. Like Empathy was on the phone all night to like get the get her here. So like she didn't sleep. But yeah, with your question, it's been nice to play on stage again. I love it. I love coming there, like seeing all the ESL people, like my teammates. I just like to be in. I love competition, but I wish we could have compete more, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah, like I think it's fair to say the odds were very much stacked against you this tournament. And it's, but
yeah, it's been hard with Abby getting injured.
Yeah, so kind of like what's next for the team then? Because Empathy has mentioned that she is looking for offers. What does that mean?
I mean, honestly, she's looking for options. You would have to talk to her, but honestly, for us, we want to try to keep playing.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the roster is going to look like. You see that, honestly?
Okay.
Like, we have to, like, look at stuff like that. But we're literally talking about it right now, so like, we don't know.
Yeah.
So...
It's just very much like whatever happens next season.
Yeah, we need some time to like wine.
I can imagine.
What we see and the empathy story and
yeah. I can imagine just time away from thinking about it.
Yeah,
is probably.
But I'm pretty sure empathy like she has to like she will go to the U at some point.
Yeah. So Shimmer are looking to continue to play. Would that be without Pheoebe or because Phoebe's off like the visa?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
We have to think about it.
But the general idea is that you guys want to continue.
We want to continue and play with her. That's for Australia.
Yeah. And next year in America, how do you envision the landscape being?
It's kind of funny because we were just talking about that. I feel like it's going to look different. I think it's going to look different. I think it's going to be some roster changes. I don't know about other things, but for my opinion, I think it's going to look different. I think it's going to be roster changes also. Yeah. So
roster changes like everywhere.
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe not every single team, but like I don't know. I get to speak for other people, but yeah.
Do you think a big part of that because FlyQuest didn't do so well this event?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know about them, but I think they're honestly like really good online. They're a really good team. I think they have so much potential. I think all 5 of them are. I don't even think they should change it. It's not about. It's my opinion, honestly. I think all 5 of them are really good. So, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, in general, I think having one less spot for NA in the, not next season, but the next one after that.
Season 6?
Six, yeah. Season 5 we have 2.
Yeah.
Season 6 we have 1. I think it's gonna, like, I wouldn't say, like, you know how the scene was, like, growing so much for so long?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna slow it down a little bit. It's like, it's not good for the scene, I think, and if it all looks at, I'm just talking about NA now, but it's not just NA, obviously. But if an org looks at this and like, why would I invest, that's my opinion, again, why would I invest in this if there's, like, less competition this year? Like, it's going less? Is it, like, going down? Like, is the viewership, like, bad? That's why I think having one less spot for NA is gonna affect, like, people wanting to play. I'm not gonna, like, I was talking about earlier, like, I think people will want to play less, because, like, why would I play if there's no org support in NA? I think this is the same thing for South America. Like, that's an whole other subject, because South America has, like really good teams. Obviously, we can see it, like, with Fluxo, with Furia, there's other teams that I forget, but they have, like, the most viewed games. They have, like, that. It's the ESL decision, I can't really question it, but it's just, like, it's just disappointing in a way, because they work so hard, and then you see this, and you're like, well, what happens now? So many unknowns, like, are we gonna get signed? It's like, all like, are like, no. And you have Asia, they've showed great potential and, like, really greatness, I would say. Like,
today they did well, yeah.
Obviously, like, last competition, they struggled a little bit, but, but they showed so much great potential. They couldn't make the first 2 lands of ESL Impact, like, the first 2, they had no, like, spot. And now they go, they do well, and now you take the spot away. It's like, you grow the scene, and you only grow the scene. Like, I'm sure there's, like, reasons why they do that stuff, but it's like, for me, it's just, it shouldn't happen. Like, even, like, Australia, South Africa, like, it's all scenes that you want to continue to grow, but now they're, like, gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, we still have a spot in NA, which is not, obviously we want to, but they don't have anything anymore. It's like, if you want to grow the scene globally, you have to, like, give them, like, at least a hope, Otherwise, they're just gonna stop playing, or, Like, I love Europe, like, EU. Obviously, it's like they're really great team and stuff. I don't want them to have less spots. I just want, if they could put, like, more spots overall for, like, more teams. Like, I don't want any the less spots for EU. Like, that's what I'm saying. I just want more spots for everybody. We, like,
Yeah.
So the scene grows. It's just like, it's been sad seeing this happen, to be honest, because we were so happy about ESL Impact, and then we're like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you like to be, like, what would you have wanted the future to be? Like, if you could kind of sit down and be like, this is what would be nice to see, and maybe, like, more of it, like, from a player's perspective, like, an advisory position, like, what would you have wanted?
I kind of mentioned it a little bit, but having, like, more spots.
Okay, so like a 12.
Instead of 8, be like 12 or something. I don't know how it works for, like, seating, but just more spots so everybody can have a shot. Like, at least one, like, Asia, Australia, South Africa. Like, having 2 spots for NA is good. Having 2 spots for South America, which is, like, one of the best regions, let's be honest. Fluxo and Furia are insane. Like, it makes no sense, but...
Fluxo almost didn't qualify.
That's crazy.
Very close.
But that's so impressive.
Yeah.
I think, having more spots, I think. They took out one LAN also, as maybe having, like, more competition. I know it's difficult. Maybe seeing, like, other tournament organization, like, having tournaments, but I would say don't decrease the amount of tournaments, because we only have 3, like, 2 or 3 this year.
There've been 2 next year, and there was 3 this year.
Yeah, I think that's not good for the scene, but...
Okay, so kind of, like, more, like, a bigger event and more events.
Yeah. Or at least, if it's just 2 events, at least I have more spots.
Yes, that'd
be fine.
I think that's, and it gives the opportunity for the other teams to at least, like, look towards something. Yeah.
Exactly. So, like, if you want to put 2 events, that's fine, but there's more spots here.
Yeah.
So everyone has a chance.
Okay. Well, I think that's a very good place to end. Thank you so much, and I really respect and appreciate the honesty like, everything you said. Like, I can really tell it's come from the heart. And
thank you so much for having me. That was really great. And
and I hope that you can enjoy Valencia as well. Like,
I am.
That, like,
I have a couple of friends here, and
you traveled with
rooting for SSG.
HSG, so like them. They did just knock out your country.
Yeah, I just want to say I love you. I told them already, but I love West. I love them, but I gotta root for the goat,
For
GFI, yeah, Olga and Argent and all the so.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully to see you at events in the future in Dallas, Sweden, or whatever. And I really hope that we can see somewhat of a Shimmer next season, whatever that roster may be, and hopefully with an organization that will be able to actually provide something that is like you can live off or at least sustain somewhat yourself. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for listening, everyone. And that's another interview wrapped up at Valencia. Thank you very much, and we will see you guys next time. See ya.